Hi, thanks for clicking. That's me in the picture. My name is Olivier. I live in Brussels, Belgium. What you're looking at are leftovers from a film I made a few years ago. Now, while looking at these images I shot in the past, I would like to talk to you about future images, about a new film that is shaped both in my mind and on paper, but not yet on film. The title is Walser. It's a short, about 20 minutes long, which is inspired by the joyful, eccentric, but then also very fragile poetic world of Robert Walser, a Swiss-German speaking writer who spent most of his days strolling and wandering on the marge, at distance, from where he could observe the little theatre of daily life, which is the main source of inspiration for his short texts that he himself called small proses. His genius as a writer is to transform the banal of every day into delight, reflecting the enthusiasm and the vitality of childhood. But there's a dark side to everything, and reading between the lines, one can imagine the pains and the sufferances of a tormented soul, strolling endlessly in circles, in look for hope, comfort, or a tiny little sign of love. At the age of 28, he puts a radical ending to his artistic ambitions, being committed to a psychiatric hospital where he will spend the rest of his days, never to write a single word again. Now the film. Imagine a film like an impressionist notebook, structured in 21 separate walks, 21 miniatures filmed in the canton of St. Gall in Switzerland, where he spent most of his life. A film that reveals, through the main themes of Walser's writings, the inevitable interweaving between the pleasure and the suffering of being in the world. Imagine something of a film where you never know whether to laugh or cry. All the films I made were shot on Kodak film. Amongst other qualities, film offers way much more in terms of texture, color and light, and is much more appropriated for a cinematographic approach that is closer to the painter than the storyteller. My films almost totally rely on visual expression. I've been working for several years in total independence, producing personal and subjective films that always experiment the possibilities of cinema. I do everything by myself from start to end. I'm the producer, director, cameraman, sound designer, editor and even distributor. I don't mind working with a tight budget. I even consider constraints as a good thing, as it develops creativity, forces you to invent a personal way to do things and turn adversities into advantages. Now, the making of this film is very important to me. First because I've lived with it for quite a while now. Then also because I know, truly, believe me, that there's a great chance to end up with a little pearl of a film. I would be terribly disappointed not to be able to bring this film to life only because of financial reasons. Except for that, everything is set and ready. I just need a little help. Today, film stock and lab work is rather expensive. That's the only reason I won't be able to make it without your help. I have all the needed material. I invest 5,000 euros of my own. I would do more if I could, but I can't. That's all I have. I dedicated all my life to cinema, and once I feel the desire for film, I'll never let down. I do everything I can to make it happen. Now, there's a film I imagine, and then there's a film to make. So why don't we make it together? Many thanks for your time, and God bless.